Hey everyone, welcome. So have you ever felt kind of stuck with those basic single-line plots in MATLAB? You're definitely in the right place. Today, we're going to move way beyond that simple graph and learn how to build something much more powerful. Complete visual architectures that tell a way richer story with your data. I mean, think about it, right? When you've got multiple data sets or different trends or a few models you're comparing, trying to cram all of that into one simple plot, or worse, making your audience flip between 5 different windows, it just doesn't work. The story, the whole point, it just gets lost.
So, let's totally change that. Right now, in the next few minutes, we're going to unlock the 2 key commands that are going to let you design these really sophisticated multi-part visuals all inside a single MATLAB figure. All right, let's dive in.
All right, first up in our toolkit is a command that is all about direct comparison. It's a super simple but incredibly effective command called hold on. And trust me, it is the absolute key to layering multiple sets of data right on top of each other.
So, what's actually happening under the hood? Well, when you type hold on, you're basically telling MATLAB, hey, freeze this frame. Don't you dare erase anything when I add my next plot. It locks everything, the axes, the labels, all of it, and just gets it ready for the next layer.
You know, the absolute best way to picture this is to think of digital tracing paper, right? You lay down your first drawing, then you put this transparent sheet over it, that's your hold on command, and then you can draw your second image right on top. It gives you this perfect, beautiful overlay.
Let's see it in action. It's super easy. We start with our base layer. So here, we're just plotting a simple sine wave. Nothing fancy yet. You run this one little command and you get exactly what you'd expect. One clean sine curve.
Now here's the magic step. Before we do anything else, we just type hold on. The visual itself doesn't change, not yet, but behind the scenes, MATLAB has now locked that sine wave right in place, ready for whatever we're going to throw at it next.
And now for the big payoff. We issue a new plot command, this time for a cosine wave. And just like that, instead of replacing the first plot, MATLAB draws the cosine wave directly onto the very same axes. Instantly, we can see how the 2 functions relate and compare them. So cool.
Okay, so here's the workflow you got to remember. It's crucial. You start layering with hold on. You can add as many plots as you want. And then, and this is important, when you're totally finished, always remember to type hold off. This releases the figure. It's just good, clean coding that prevents you from accidentally adding more data to it later on.
But, layering is only half the story. What if you don't want to overlay your data? What if you want to show multiple plots side by side to give some context? For that, we need organization. For that, we need subplot.
The subplot command is basically your layout manager. It carves up that blank figure window into a nice, neat grid of rows and columns, creating all these little placeholders for your future plots. And then it lets you pick which one of those grid positions you want to draw in next.
So, if hold on was our digital tracing paper, subplot is like a photo collage frame, or maybe even the panels in a comic book. It gives you a structured layout with these distinct cells, and each one is ready to hold a different piece of your data story.
The command itself looks like subplot MNP. I know it looks a little weird, but it's really simple. M is just the number of rows in your grid, N is the number of columns, and P is the specific panel you want to activate. It just counts them left to right, then top to bottom. Easy.
Okay, but what's really cool is when we combine these 2 tools. This is how you go from just making simple plots to building a true data dashboard. A single figure that gives this comprehensive, organized, and layered view of all your results.
Let's actually build one right now. First, we call subplot211. This tells MATLAB, hey, create a grid for me with 2 rows and 1 column, and I want you to activate the very first panel. Then, whatever plot command we write next populates that top slot with our first dataset. Boom!
Okay, next up, we activate the second panel with subplot 212. Now, notice the grid definition, the 2-1 part. It stays exactly the same. We're just changing the active panel to 2. The next plot command now draws our second dataset into the bottom slot, and it leaves the top one completely untouched.
And here's where it all comes together. While that second subplot is still active, we can use our other tool, hold on. This locks just that bottom panel, so now when we plot our model fit data, it gets layered directly on top of our second dataset, without affecting the top plot at all. We've got separation and layering all in one figure. This is a game changer.
So there you have it. You now have this powerful little toolkit.
The key, really, is knowing when to reach for the tracing paper and when to reach for the photo frame. So let's just quickly summarize the difference.
It's simple. You're going to use hold on when you need direct comparison on the exact same set of axes. Like comparing a model fit to the raw data. And you'll use subplot when you need to provide organized context, showing different but related views side by side, like an input signal and its frequency spectrum. One layers, the other organizes.
With just these two commands, you can now pretty much architect any static visual you can imagine. That single, boring plot, it's a thing of the past. So really, the only question left is, what's the first awesome data dashboard that you're going to build?